we have only one assembly, and that assembly is headed by Right the Honorable Victor Okojo. So long as I'm concerned, we have moved on.
Rivers State Governor Fubara speaking during the signing of the 2025 budget. The budget is worth more than 1.1 trillion naira, and it has raised eyebrows because of how quick it took to be passed. It took just 2 days to pass the budget by the House of Assembly. The opposition APC is shouting, saying that it is illegal, that the 3 members can't form quorum to pass something like a budget. They are citing a lot of court cases. This is despite the fact that they lost a recent case against Fubara. It was an appeal court decision. The High Court initially ordered Fubara to represent the 2024 budget to the enlarged house. That's the 27-member house that are no longer house members according to Rivers State government. So maybe the reason they lost in court was because 2024 budget year is already over, and now that they have passed a new budget for 2025, are they going to take him to court again to represent the 2025 budget to the 27-member house?
It is unfortunate, it is unimaginable, it is unthinkable that a governor who wasn't thrown from heaven, wasn't thrown down from heaven to become governor. What do I mean by that? I know some of you say now somebody, no, that's not my point. The point is that the governor had risen through the ranks. If for nothing else, he was a civil servant, full-blown civil servant in the Ministry of Finance. The governor had served as the Director of Finance and Administration as DFA Government House. The governor has served as Permanent Secretary in charge of Funds, Government House. The governor has served as Accountant General of the state. It means, of course, that over the years, he's not a toddler in the business of budget and how it is presented. An assembly of 32. We lost one to death. One claimed to have resigned. And then we have 30 functional assembly seats. 27 of the assembly members are on this side. 3 members of assembly are on this side. And between you and I, is it not an anathema that a budget of a state as prominent and as all important as Rivers State will be presented to an illegal setting? Court of Appeal in their various judgments on issues like this have touched on these issues and are referred to them as forum. He is on a journey to perdition, and I won't join him in that journey. I won't.
Tony Okocha, APC chairman in Rivers State, in a press conference, he said a lot of things that are too many to cover in this video. He smartly dodged the question about the decamp of 27 members to APC. He just said that they are still PDP members. You see, before you come to equity, you must come with clean hands. He was busy in the interview trying to label the governor as a lawbreaker, as a lawless person who doesn't obey court orders. But that's not the entire truth of the whole matter. If you're a follower of the Rivers State political crisis, you will understand that the governor actually has a disposition to obey laws more than his adversaries, Wike and his followers. The truth of the matter remains that the 27 House members decamped to APC. They decamped on national television. They gave reasons why they decamped, that their party was in disarray. They celebrated it everywhere. When they realized their mistake, they had to rush to court. You see, they are using lawfare. They think that because they know people in the judiciary, they can buy judgment and secure all sorts of orders. They can use that to intimidate the governor. How can someone intentionally break the law? And after realizing they've broken the law, they now run to the same court and lied to the same court to say, we never decamped. This was despite the fact that they swore to an affidavit enumerating all the reasons why they decamped. That affidavit can no longer be found in any court in Nigeria today. They have secretly withdrawn it, and they are now claiming that they are still members of PDP. So it doesn't make any sense what they are trying to do. you left the party, automatically, as the law says, they are supposed to lose their seats. Initially, when this happened, INEC was preparing to conduct a by-election in the 27 seats across Rivers State. But all of a sudden, because of the lawfare that they are using to fight the governor, a court order came from nowhere and ordered INEC not to conduct any by-election. This order is already in violation of the law on its own, because the law says that any House member that decamps without a substantive reason must lose their seat. So the natural process is supposed to be, once House members decamp, INEC should just move immediately to conduct by-election. That should be the standard. It is already in the law. If you want to leave the party that sponsored you to the House, why not test your popularity with a new party? That's how it's supposed to work. But in Nigeria, since people don't resign, the normal process should have been a House member elected under PDP, for instance. He wants to decamp to another party. What the person should do is to resign his position. That should automatically trigger a by-election, which he can recontest. He's not barred from recontesting the position despite resigning. So if he recontests, he will now be elected under his chosen new party. That's how it's supposed to work. But people like to cut corners because maybe for selfish reasons, they think they can benefit better in a new party. Or in this case in Rivers State, they wanted to use the new platform, the new party, to impeach the governor. But everything came crashing to the ground. So in this situation, the governor has no choice to continue working with the 3 members of the House who are constitutionally recognized as members, because the other 27 members have automatically lost their seats according to the same constitution. It is not the fault of Fubara that INEC refused to conduct by-elections in the 27 constituencies. Or maybe in this case, a court imposed it on INEC not to conduct by-elections. It's not his fault. So he's forced to work with the people that are recognized by the law.
So our assembly members that are defected to us, 27 of them, they are free to meet anywhere. Some days ago, we defected inside the Hallowed Chamber of the Rivers State House of Assembly in line with Section 109 of the 1999 Constitution as altered.
Leader of the 27-member House openly declaring for APC, but now they have changed the tune, denying that they ever decamped to APC. Definitely they are regretting now. They are regretting why they decamped in the first place. Are they also regretting why they are following Wike sheepishly? They haven't earned any form of salary, emolument, allowance, nada from the state government the past 11 months going to 12 months. These people are young men. They are supposed to be pursuing their political careers, but instead they are pursuing someone who has already achieved his own political career. Yes.
To make a pronouncement. So everybody will have to be careful. You give somebody an umbrella, the next day he defects. EFCC will come. He said, no, let me join them. So EFCC will not be against you. You carry the vote of another party and you join another party. Can you transfer vote?
Wike has been a 2-term local government chairman. He was a Minister of State for Education under Goodluck Jonathan's administration. Of course, he served 2 terms as governor of Rivers State. Today, he is still a Minister of FCT under Tinubu's administration. What remains for him as far as political ladder in the executive branch is concerned is presidency. Of course, that was why he contested the PDP primaries. After losing to Atiku Abubakar, he quickly decamped to APC. Not that he decamped. Yes, he worked for them. After all, he's still serving under an APC administration while trying to have one foot inside PDP. So it's a pity that young men sacrifice their political career because of Wike. They are supposed to understand that you never fight a governor because of how powerful the governor is within his state. He controls nearly all the resources in the state, especially the budget they've been fighting over. They've now lost out completely. They are hoping that in 2027, they can muscle their way through rigging, of course, and present someone that will replace Fubara But that remains to be seen. Will Rivers State people allow them to take over Rivers State in 2027? Time will tell. Thanks for watching.
What they want is this red biro. It's still with me. They have failed.